you chose to be down there.
Yeah, when you're coaching, you're on the field, you're seeing the game from that lens. So that's just where I'm most comfortable. And then also, I think it's better to just have that open line of communication with the players. Being on the sidelines, you can really, I feel like you can do a lot more talking to coaches, talking to players, than up in the box. So that's kind of why I like to be on the field.
With Jake, what has he done to put himself in position to be a pretty valuable piece for you? I know he had the hip stuff a couple years ago, but over the last 12, 13 months.
I think he's really just grown and been a lot more physical. He's excelled in the run game, I think. And then pass protection was kind of the thing that he always needed to work on, and I think he's really taken that to heart the last year or so, and it's really improved a lot. So, I'm excited about him.
Do you know who your O-line is? I'm sure you're not going to tell us, but do you have a pretty good feel for who's going to be out there on Sunday?
Well, there's a lot of different scenarios, as you guys can imagine. So as of right now, no, we do not.
Okay, what's the challenge there for you putting together a game plan or coming?
Yeah, there's always that challenge with every week, it seems, in the NFL with not only offensive line but other positions of guys who are or are not playing. So we're just going to kind of put some. I feel like we've done a good job kind of piecing it all together, and I'm excited about Sunday.
Elton looked pretty good on that knee as he was running away from the media in the locker room today. So, he made good speed. But you got three guys that are coming off that ACL, two offensive linemen and tight end. When it comes to the field turf in Minnesota, is there one that's more problematic for positionally? Because they do very different things.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. You'd have to ask the sports scientists guys about that more. But I know, older players sometimes say, hey, I can feel it in my joints or my back or whatever. Me as a coach, now that I'm old and all that, I can definitely, when I'm standing on field turf, feel it in your back and legs and stuff when you're out there for an extended period of time, as opposed to grass. So I don't think that's a big determining factor. I think when a guy's ready, he's ready, no matter what surface he's on. So, that's about it.
Matt was saying last week, he said he doesn't think any of the wide receivers are clear-cut above anyone else. Any team would love to have a Devontae Adams where you pretty much know where the ball is going. Is there some upside to that, though, to have guys who aren't maybe true number ones per se, because maybe it keeps the defense guessing a little bit?
Yeah, I think, you can spin that any way you want, whether, hey, you don't have, yeah. No, I'm excited to kind of see what happens. And like you said, there's not a guy that's the dude. So we're just going to go out there, play ball, and the good thing is they're all good NFL wideouts. So I'm excited to see them make plays, and whoever gets the ball, let's go. Let's go score some touchdowns and have some fun.
And so what are the mental gymnastics you go through with, they have this defense that Joe Barry was under, and you know that, but then they got Pettin, who knows all your stuff.
Yeah.
How far do you go with that,
Well, that's the trap you can fall into as a coach, where you can just get obsessed with all that stuff, or you can just kind of lean on the things that you hang your hat on. This is what we do, and stuff like that. So there's a little of both, and I think you have to be prepared for a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different things that both guys, Donatel and what Pettin brings to the table. So you got to be ready for that stuff, but at the same time, you can't get obsessed with it. You just got to get your guys ready and then have them playing with confidence that this is the stuff we do well. And the nice thing is we see this style of defense every day when we play. So I'm excited about this matchup.
Hey, Stenavich, you were, I know you were coaching the offensive line at the time, but you were obviously here for what Robert did 2 years ago in this offense.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of looked like in that Arizona game, he was getting back to doing that.
Yeah.
And when he got hurt. How high is the ceiling for him if he's fully healthy and is really ready to go this season, especially when maybe Aaron doesn't have as many guys?
Yeah, I think he's going to be as big a part of this as anybody in our offense as far as the passing game is concerned. He's a threat. He's, does a great job. And he's a really good route runner, got great hands, and really understands, the nuances to getting open versus certain coverages. So I'm excited for him. I think, we'll see how it goes, but I think he's going to have a good year.
For whenever Dave gets back, whether it's Sunday or 4 Sundays from now, what are your expectations? I mean, when vintage Dave is like as good as it gets, I guess what is your expectation for whenever he gets back out there?
You don't want to go in there and say, hey, when you get back out there, you better be, back at how you were playing in 2020 before you got hurt. I want him, when he gets out there, just be a great leader, have great energy, and just do the little things, the finishing of your blocks, good communication, all that stuff. So he'll get to that level. He'll get back there. I have no doubt about that. Same with Eldon. And it's just a matter of them getting out there, getting in the groove, and 10 weeks from now, hopefully we see that progress.